Do you want to know how old your body is? It's Healthy Aging Awareness Month. I'm Dr. Brooke Goldner, and I want to show you 3 different things you can try to test to see how old is your body. And the reason this is important is because one of the greatest factors that creates disability for people is falling down. And most people think it's because low bone density, I'm going to break my hip. But the reason people fall is because one of the first signs of aging is losing balance. Balance requires muscular health, neurological health, vestibular health. And so when these things start to decline, you can become imbalanced, and that puts you at high risk for fall and for disability. There's things you can do to fix that, but let's see how I do as I try to show you different moves you can try to see how old is your body and how well are you aging. Your ability to stand on one foot, eyes open first, is a great way to gauge how good your balance is. And this is important because this can predict your risk of falling. So what you're going to do is you're going to find a place where you're safe, preferably where there's a wall that you could easily touch with your hand to make sure that you don't fall over. If you have any kind of mobility or balance issues, make sure you put on some shoes to add a bit more stability when you're trying this for the first time. What you want to do is stand straight, keep your hands at your sides, on your hips, or you can cross them like I do here. And lift your foot just slightly off the ground. You don't have to lift it high, just a little bit off the ground. And start the timer when the foot comes up, and stop the timer when the foot touches the ground. What you want to see is the maximum amount of time you can stand there on one foot. Most folks 50 years and older are going to be able to last 9 seconds or less. By 80, about 2.5 seconds. People who are under 40 can often do it for 15 seconds. Under 30, well, mastery would be about 30 seconds or more. This next exercise is acknowledged as a predictor for longevity, literally how long you will live. It's your ability to sit down and then be able to stand up again without using your hands. Here's the way it works. You start out with a score of 10 points. Then go ahead and sit down on the floor without using your hands, or try to. Then go ahead and stand back up again without using your hands. Every time you use a hand, arm, knee, or anything to help yourself, support yourself, you will deduct 1 point. The goal is to get a score of 8 or higher, and that would indicate you have better physical health and are going to live a longer life without disability. If your score is lower, it's time to get some fitness training to help your body along. Now, this last exercise is not for everyone. This one is advanced if you really want to challenge yourself and see exactly how young am I. So this test is one where you actually get down and sit on your knees and then jump into a squat position without using any hands. If you can do this, congratulations, your body is under 30 years old according to physical measurements. Again, this is not for folks who tend to have balance issues. If you struggle to do the sit to stand test, this one is not for you. But hey, it's good to have goals. And if you think you can do it, go ahead and try it. If you've tried these exercises, go ahead and let me know in the comments how you did. How old is your body? And let's see what you got. So, how did you do? I'd love to know. Tell me in the comments, how did you do? How old is your body? It's important to do these tests sometimes just to find out. Didn't do as well as you hoped? Hey, that's okay. So what you can do is, number 1, try practicing these exercises. Try standing on your foot a bit every day. Maybe when you're washing the dishes or observing something, you just take a little time to lift one foot off the ground and start working on your balance. You can also work on it by sitting on an exercise ball and letting your body start to adjust. Really good idea, especially if you're struggling, is to see a physical therapist or a high-level personal trainer and let them know, I want to work on my physical health and my balance. It's something that's very important. I'm very excited because I'm leaning into turning 49 years old, and so far it seems my body is still 30 or younger, which means a lot because when I had lupus at 16, I think I was older then. Between the arthritis and all the physical pain, I feel like my body was old back then, but I've worked very hard to reverse my disease and to get fit and healthy, and I can tell you it is so worth it. And I want all of you to be aging in reverse just like me and get yourself fit and strong. You won't regret it. I'll see you next time.